Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. Happy Monday everybody, I hope you're all doing well. I wanted to do a reading here today focused on either a masculine or a divine feminine that you are thinking about at the time that you're listening to this. And will this person ever reach out? So this is for those of you who haven't communicated in a while, you haven't spoken, you haven't interacted, and there has just been no interaction between the two of you. All right, so I wanted to take a look at that energy to see whether or not communication is forthcoming and whatever presents itself through these cards. So I'm guided to pull from this deck by Mystic Moon. It's the Twin Flame Journey Oracle. You, of course, don't have to identify with just a twin flame connection. It can apply to anybody. I'm just more so focusing on the messages here. So let's take a look at that. So will this person ever reach out? Will there be communication here? And it's general as always, guys, so please take from it, just like all the other readings, what makes sense for you, and release what doesn't. So let's start. Will this person ever reach out? So we're starting with settling. Maybe either of you, of course, could feel like you've settled for certain things when it comes to the partnership. And of course, we don't ever want to feel like we're just settling. We want to be able to find a partner where they really are your ideal mate. You're happy with this person. But there's that settling energy there. So something maybe wasn't adding up here. And maybe this person was just kind of accepting how things unfolded between the two of you. But things are changing. So we have the Metamorphosis card right here. And right next to that is the Muse card. And so I like to think of that Muse card as the opportunity to be able to create these necessary changes for you guys to be back in each other's lives, because we're focusing on whether or not there can be communication. Will they ever reach out is what we are taking a look at here. But what seems to be coming through is, in order for that communication to happen, there are certain things that need to be changed. Something needs to happen here so that you guys are interacting and communicating in a very different way, so that it won't result in the two of you either arguing or not really coming to some sort of conclusion to be able to come back together. We do have release here, and that's followed by the Divine Feminine card. And then we do have the Twin Flame card coming through here. So there are those of you, of course, who might feel that the person that you are thinking about for this reading, that they could be your twin. Or maybe you know in your heart that that is what they represent. And as I've mentioned, this can apply to those who don't feel they are on a twin flame journey. But it's coming through here, and we have to acknowledge that. So it could be to Divine Feminine, it is you that released your masculine from your life because you didn't want to just settle for a mundane, regular relationship. You're looking for that once in a lifetime type of love that can last forever, that really checks all the boxes. It just feeds your soul, and you just feel like this is your person. You don't want to just settle for somebody that you're into, but there's some concerns there. You know what I mean? It's not quite adding up for you is what I'm getting here. So let's grab some messages here. I'll be pulling from my 10 Yellow Tarot. And of course, I'll link everything down below as far as the decks that you see. So for the collective, whoever is needing the guidance here today, will he or she ever reach out to you? Whoever it is you're thinking about, masculine or feminine. But we do have the Divine Feminine coming in. So there could be a masculine here, Divine Feminine. You are in separation and they are your twin flame. They're thinking about you. Six of Cups. Some of you could have been childhood sweethearts. You might have grown up together. You might have even met in school. You could have been neighbors, you know, however way this is coming through, connecting when you guys were really young. If that doesn't apply to your situation, this is somebody that perhaps the both of you could be just very youthful in your energy. You just have a lot of fun together. The Six of Cups is picking up off of that nostalgic vibe, the memories attached to times that you guys have shared together. Some good times, but possibly some challenging times too. The Six of Cups is a desire to not only revisit the past, remembering those moments, but also wanting to reconnect. Wanting to reconnect. What else, please, angels and spirit guides, please, for whoever needs these messages at this time? Will their person ever reach out and communicate? Will there be communication? So right now, obviously, it's coming through as a stalemate, so there's no communication right here, right now, which is why we're taking a look at the future to see, can there be some sort of interaction somewhere down the line? They disappointed you. Maybe you disappointed them too. The Five of Cups can represent that feeling of loss, feeling regret over things that are no more. And that's why this past energy from the Six of Cups is coming through. But as you can see here, they want to start again. We've got the Ace of Cups. Lots of water energy coming through here. So you could be thinking about a Cancer, a Scorpio, or Pisces, or you could both be water energy. We've got air coming through here with the swords. So Libra, Aquarius, Gemini reflected here as well. They want to start again. They're thinking about you a lot. But this is also the way I like to see the Ace of Cups, you know, to be able to fill your own cup of love, to be able to love yourself enough to let go and release people as well as experiences and baggage that you're no longer meant to carry. So if you have been holding on to these negative energies from the past, it's time to let that go, because that could also be preventing union, that could be preventing progress, some sort of movement here, certainly communication. You know, this is confirming that it did end, but things are changing. We see the metamorphosis card right there. The death card makes way for that metamorphosis in order to create some profound changes in the situation, in your life. And we've got Scorpio coming through again with the death card. We've got, as I've mentioned, lots of water energy here. So something has to transform. Something has to change here in order for communication to happen. And this is confirming for some of you guys, you walked away from possibly a twin flame or just walked away from this person. But you're wondering, will there be communication somewhere down the line? Will they reach out someday? Now, for some of you guys, if you didn't walk away, then the other person did. What else, please, angels and spirit guides? Will he or she ever reach out to the person watching this reading? We've got the Six of Pentacles, which is a card of equality. So sixes could represent growth in tarot. Things have the potential for growth here still, but you got to let go of past baggage, and that's crucial here on this journey for the two of you. You have to really both be fully invested, and it's got to be an equal investment in the relationship. In other words, it's got to be 50-50. That's how I see the Six of Pentacles. It can't be 60-40, it can't be 70-30, it can't even be 90-10. You know, it's got to equal to 100% between the two of you. Part of the reason why some of you guys might have broken up could have been a third-party situation, which can sometimes be the interpretation of the Three of Cups, but it's also celebrations, as you can see here, which can be very positive. Okay, a positive outcome. It can represent a new beginning, which we already see from the Ace of Cups, a new chapter. in this love story here. It's a new chapter, a new beginning. The Three of Cups is backing that up, giving you guys another opportunity at love. More water. Lots of water. What else, please, angels and spirit guides? Will this person ever reach out? More water. We've got the Nine of Cups coming through here. So a wish will be fulfilled here. Sometimes the Nine of Cups can be an interpretation of somebody who drinks too much. Take that if it applies, because for some of you, that could have been the reason why you guys broke up, because somebody had a drinking problem. The Nine of Cups is a card of feeling emotionally stable. And of course, it can represent luxury sometimes. Okay, so being able to afford the finer things in life. The Nine of Cups also represents satisfaction in one's life. And I feel that when you guys are together, this person they're happy, they're content, and maybe you are too. But something occurred here between the two of you that created distance. It created distance here. Divine Feminine, you're coming in as the Queen of Pentacles. Very generous person, very giving of yourself. So remember, the Six of Pentacles is about equality. And if you were dealing with a masculine who wasn't giving as much to you, and you were giving way too much, that creates an imbalance. I'm also feeling with somebody having way too many choices, too many options in love and romance. They decided to maybe walk away and explore other options, but ultimately regretting that they made that choice to do so, because it resulted in a relationship that fell apart. And that's where that Death card comes in. But despite where you guys have been, we do have the Six of Wands here. Success and victory. So it can still, I'm ultimately feeling you guys can work out whatever the challenges are to have a very successful union. And for some of you, because we can't ignore this one, it can be a successful reunion between twin flames. And we've got the Magician here, allowing you guys to manifest this back into union. So I'm ultimately feeling, yes, there can be communication that's coming in. There can be a revived partnership. It can still be worked through. You guys can work this out. But it comes down to being fully invested. As I've mentioned, you both have to want this as much as the other person. You can't want it more than them. If they want to be with you, we're focusing on whether or not they will reach out. And in order to manifest this into union in the 3D, then it falls on them to reach out. I do feel with references to wish manifestation as well as new beginnings, they do want to communicate. They do want to come towards you to talk and get the conversation going. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some words. What is it that they want to say to you? If they had the opportunity to do so, what is it that they would want to express? So let me go ahead and grab this deck here. I'm going to go ahead and pull from my Heavenly Hearts Oracle. So let's grab some dialogue here. If they could reach out to you right here, right now, at the time that you're listening to this reading, what's in their heart space? What is it that they need to get off their chest to say to you until they are able to reach out for real? What do they want to say at this time? Focusing on the person that you, the viewer, is thinking about. What do they want to say to you? I'm guided to 6. I'll go ahead and pull 6 cards. 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's our 6th card. Okay, here we go. Let's read them. So lots coming through here, lots of verbiage. This was the very first one that came forward. Let's make babies tonight. So this could be for those of you who already have children, or you've talked about having a family together someday. They still want to be able to manifest that. This card says, I have no sense of direction when you're far away from me. You are the star that will guide my way back into your arms. So you see, this is a person that's wanting to return. I've made my fair share of mistakes in my life, but when it came to you and I finally got something right. All right, so they want to make amends here, because part of the reason, of course, why they are wanting to communicate is to either apologize, to make amends, to get the conversation going once again, to re-explore the partnership. You are my every thought, my every moment, my every day, and every night. You are my everything. We've got the stars will align to help us find our way back into each other's arms. So they're just kind of throwing it out there. They're trusting that the universe has their back and will be able to help bring you guys back together. That life will find a way to make this happen. And last card, it was love at first sight then. And my love has grown more and more each day since. So these are obviously things that they have yet to communicate, but this is tapping into their heart space. What it is that they are feeling when it comes to you, when it comes to the connection. So give it some time here, guys, because I feel communication is on its way to you when it comes to this person. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap it up with some time frames here to give you an indication of exactly when communication might come in. All right, so here we go. I'll be using my Time Traveler Oracle deck. When you just need to know when. So when will they reach out? And time frames, of course, it's very difficult to pinpoint an exact time frame because time is constantly changing. It's constantly moving. This is just a possibility. So nothing's ever written in stone as far as a reading or a time frame. Just pay attention to what's happening around you, your surroundings, your 3D world. But let's go ahead and take a look at the possibilities of when this might happen. When you least expect it, you will hear from them. Okay, so it's one of those things where maybe just stop thinking about it. Just live your life, go about your day to day, and they'll reach out when you least expect it. Okay? For some of you, it could be next week. Look at this. We've got spring season. Okay, we are in the spring season here in the States. Of course, I'm not sure it's spring season everywhere, but here it is spring season. Look at this. It will happen on a Saturday. So all of these things seem to be indicating that it's fairly close as far as when this person is going to communicate. For some of you guys, it could be this Saturday, next week, spring season, the next couple of months perhaps. Okay, so just hang tight, guys. I feel this person still cares for you. They still love you. They want to reconnect with you, and this is giving you a time frame as to when the possibilities might be, when they will reach out. Okay, so I hope that eases your mind a bit. They really do still love you. You're very much a part of their heart still, and it's just a matter of time before you hear from them. All right, I'll leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.